Welcome to this lesson on the sodium-potassium pump, one of the most important examples of active transport in living cells. Active transport is a process that requires energy to move molecules across cell membranes. The sodium-potassium pump plays a critical role in maintaining the proper balance of ions inside and outside of cells, which is essential for many vital functions in your body. Before we dive into the sodium-potassium pump specifically, let's understand what active transport means. Active transport requires energy, specifically in the form of ATP, to move molecules across the cell membrane. Unlike passive transport, which moves substances from high to low concentration, active transport moves substances against their concentration gradient. This means moving from an area of low concentration to an area of high concentration, which is like pushing a ball uphill and requires energy input. The sodium-potassium pump is a special membrane protein embedded in the cell membrane. Its primary job is to maintain ion gradients across the cell membrane by actively transporting sodium and potassium ions. This pump constantly works to keep the proper balance of these ions, with sodium being more concentrated outside the cell and potassium being more concentrated inside the cell. This gradient is absolutely essential for cell function. The sodium-potassium pump operates on a specific exchange ratio of 3:2. For every cycle of the pump, it moves 3 sodium ions out of the cell and 2 potassium ions into the cell. This unequal exchange is important because it not only maintains ion gradients, but also creates an electrical charge difference across the membrane. The pump is always moving these ions against their concentration gradients, which is why it needs energy. Let's break down how this pump actually works. In step 1, 3 sodium ions from inside the cell bind to specific binding sites on the pump protein. In step 2, an ATP molecule also binds to the pump and is broken down into a DP and a phosphate group, releasing energy. In step 3, the phosphate group attaches to the pump protein, and this causes the pump to change its shape or conformation. Continuing the cycle, in step 4, the shape change causes the pump to release the 3 sodium ions to the outside of the cell. In step 5, 2 potassium ions from outside the cell now bind to the pump at their specific binding sites. In step 6, the phosphate group detaches from the pump, causing it to return to its original shape. This shape change releases the 2 potassium ions into the inside of the cell, and the cycle is ready to begin again. You might be wondering why this pump is so important. It serves multiple critical functions in your body. First, it creates the electrical potential necessary for nerve impulse transmission, allowing your nervous system to send signals. Second, it maintains the ion gradients that are essential for muscle contraction, enabling your muscles to work properly. Third, it controls osmotic balance, which prevents cells from swelling or shrinking due to water movement. Finally, the gradients created by this pump power secondary transport processes that move other important molecules like glucose and amino acids into cells. To summarize, the sodium-potassium pump is a perfect example of active transport in action. It uses energy from ATP to move ions against their concentration gradients, maintaining the essential balance of sodium and potassium ions across cell membranes. This seemingly simple process is absolutely vital for nerve function, muscle contraction, cell volume regulation, and many other cellular processes. Understanding this pump helps us appreciate how cells use energy to maintain the conditions necessary for life.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.